You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football and Turkish Super League podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmet Turgut. Welcome to a brand new edition of Turkish Football and Turkish Super League podcast. Next 15 minutes, we'll talk about what happened in the Turkish Super League, all that chaos, and also the last dance of the season in the Turkish Super League. Well, my wish is, if you remember in the last podcast, I wish that we would have a good derby match between Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. Also, good refereeing in this match. Well, my wish did not come true. I think it was the ugliest Sunday that I ever seen in many years. I have to say this. My motto is going to be in this podcast for next 15 minutes. I'll try to tell you it is good, bad, and ugly Turkish football. There's no goodness in the Turkish Super League. But there's goodness in Turkish football youngsters outside of Turkish Super League. Arda Güler and Kenan Yıldız, the young projects, young stars of Turkish Super League, are doing very good in the foreign leagues. Arda Güler with Real Madrid scored 6 goals so far in the shortest time in Real Madrid's history. Kenan Yıldız, very young player who plays for Turkish national team, that scored the tying goal in the Italian league. So those things right now, as we speak. Also, one more, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, the player that plays in the Italian league, also the captain of Turkish national team, is nominated to be best midfielder in the Italian Serie A league. So those 3 names are only the good things that is happening so far. And I'm going to say that is the good thing. But the bad and the ugly gets uglier in the Turkish football. Bad, who would say so? All they needed a point for Galatasaray with 99 points and a full stadium with 56,000 people waiting for their teams to become champions in their own nest. They were excited until they saw this happening. It is unbelievable. The way that Galatasaray played, it was just bad. When you play in front of your own fans, 56,000 people cheering you, and you start to get in trouble with one of the players from the other team, Fenerbahce, instead of supporting your team, even though that's happening, even the players on the pitch before the game started got in trouble with this player that gave a really unrespectful welcoming. I'm going to say this. Galatasaray, all they needed at one point in this match. They did not play like a champions or first place team in this match. They looked bad. This was the worst match that I ever seen Galatasaray playing. Only one header onto the goal for Fenerbahce, for Galatasaray. It is very, very bad. On the other hand, the overconfidence, that self-confidence kept Galatasaray from everything. On the other hand, underdog, Fenerbahce knew that coming into this stadium, they had to win. And yes, after going down in the 21st minute, a man down, almost 70 minutes, they played with 10 men against Galatasaray. And they scored the goal on a mistake by defender and also goalkeeper Muslera, who saved Galatasaray many times in many matches. This mistake by, I think, Muslera cost Galatasaray huge. And if you remember my last podcast, I said Muslera was one of the reasons why that Galatasaray was going to be the champion of the season. Well, in this last match, Muslera made one mistake that cost Galatasaray. Well, that's how the goalkeeping is. You could be superstar 89 minutes, and comes to in 1 minute you make a mistake, then you're done. And last podcast, I talked about Berkan Kutlu's goal. I told you guys that Galatasaray did not play good against Fatih Karagümrük too. That match was tied 2-2. If Berkan Kutlu did not score that goal in the last minute of the match, and the things would have been very different right now. So, the bat, we talked about bat. Ugly after the match. Ali Koç, Fenerbahçe, president. He should not do that. Not the way to act as a president. After it, Dursun Özbek came to back to stadium. The things he said, it's unbelievable. I have watched many derby matches in Europe, in United States. I have never seen a club president after any match going to confrontation like this in Turkey. When this is going to stop? This was the ugliest thing that happened before we finish the season. We have this weekend coming up. I have never seen a club officials, presidents, behaving like this in any country. When was the last time you saw a derby match between, let's say, any country? You saw two of the presidents going at each other. When was the last time? I have never seen it. I did not see anybody doing what Turkish club presidents are doing. That is why it is the ugliest thing that is happening in the Turkish football with Turkish Football Federation. One good thing that with the help, the youngsters, Turkey national team will play in the Euro 2024 tournament in the beginning, actually in middle of June. That is the only good thing is happening for Turkish football, along with these young stars coming up. Let's hope we finish this weekend with no causes, no anything ugly, because everything is going down to fire. The way that Turkish club presidents behave on and off the pitch, it is very ugly and disgusting. So as we go into week 38, the last dance in the Turkish Super Lig, the 38 weekend will start on Friday. There's only one match, and that match is meaningless. Saturday matches, it's going to be, But the most important match is going to be coming up on Sunday in Konya. While Fenerbahçe is in Istanbul playing the last team of the league, Istanbulspor, the team that is already said goodbye to the Turkish Super League. Konyaspor is desperate for points. And they will play against Galatasaray in Konya. There are a lot of rumors right now. The Konyaspor players got offered many money as a price if they beat Galatasaray. And also in Turkey, the betting on Turkish teams, Turkish Super League, is a huge thing. This weekend, anything could happen. Even though Galatasaray is still on top with 99 points and Fenerbahçe with 96. The gap is 3 points. If Galatasaray loses this match and Fenerbahçe wins against Istanbulspor, Galatasaray could lose the championship. But, as I said in the beginning of the program, if Galatasaray and Konyaspor ties and gets 1 point, each team gets point, Galatasaray will be the champion and Konyaspor will stay in the Turkish Super League. After Istanbulspor and Pundit and Fatih Karagümrük said goodbye to the Turkish Super League, we have one more team will say goodbye. Who will that be? Will it be Hatayspor? Will it be Ankaragücü? Or will it be Konyaspor? So it's very crucial weekend. That is why it is the last dance in the Turkish Super League this season. It is very, very ugly football this season. What we witness in the Turkish Super League, thanks to Turkish Football Federation, this league has never seen anything like this until this season. I mean it. We have seen everything. I talked about this on my podcast programs many times. So it is what it is. Turkish football better shape up. Turkish Football Federation better shape up, because if the things go this way, I think Turkish football is going to be bankrupt soon. Now, before a Friday match, we have very important Turkish Cup Final match. It will happen on Thursday. Trabzonspor will be against Beşiktaş. The match will be happening in Istanbul Atatürk Stadium. Beşiktaş, disgusting season. 6 coaches changed. They can't even get the 3rd place or 4th place. They're not even sure they stay in the 5th place. So, this is a do or die match for Beşiktaş if they want to go to European competition next season. It will happen on Thursday, and Trabzonspor, who is in 3rd place, already guaranteed to be in 3rd place. They're already qualified for the European tournament. I think Beşiktaş needs this match the most. Let's hope it will be a good match, no ugly scenes, and the final will be played like final. Also, let's have a good referee to this match. Listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. My name is Ahmet Turgut. See ya. Bye-bye.